Yeah, look, I mean, she, in fact, well, there's some testimony, Dave, that I want to talk to you about. If we can roll slot 7, and then I'm going to talk to Dave about some of Cardi B's testimony.
Now we're like chest to chest practically. So I keep telling her, like, you need to back up. And I'm thinking to myself, like, this girl's big. She's big. She got big black boots on. And I'm like, damn, arguing. And I keep telling her to back up, but she's not backing up. And we arguing, cursing at each other. I did call her the B word. I did call her a bitch. Like, bitch, get out of my face. I did say, bitch, get the fuck out of my face. You're in my face. You're screaming in my face. We're like literally screaming at each other. And she kept telling me, like, you're going to leave my building. I'm like, I'm not leaving. The receptionist came out. She started wilding out, like, this bitch hit me. And I'm like, I did not hit her. I'm looking at her like, girl, I can't even hit you if I want to. You're bigger than me and you're pregnant. And she just started wilding out, like, this bitch hit me. Then the doctor came out and he was like, go to my office. And after that, I just walk away. And that's just that.
All right, Dave, you know that in a civil case, a plaintiff has to prove that he or she was injured in some way, either physically or maybe in one sense, emotional damages. But that's the kind of thing that has to occur. A jury's got to find damages before they can assign a dollar value to that. So it's an essential element of every claim. What I just heard seemed to describe just a mere verbal altercation. How was anybody harmed? How did they think they were going to make their case with that, Dave Ehrenberg?
Well, the plaintiff sued for $24 million based on a scratch on her cheek, which she said needed surgery, and she had a great emotional damage. And I think the jury reacted the same way Jonna did. I think Jonna speaks for all of us. And although we don't like when celebrities get special privilege, at the same time, we know that they're a target. We know that they're a target for people who see dollar signs. And in this case, you have to show more than a scratch on the cheek, and that somehow destroyed your life when it seems like you're relishing the attention. You're suing this big celebrity. I'm sure there was, now this would not be part of the trial, but I'm sure there were a lot of negotiations behind the scenes. And yet here we are in a public trial because this person wanted $24 million and wanted to go after this person, probably make a name for herself, just like the guy who sued Gwyneth Paltrow in the skiing accident. And guess what? Same result. It seems like jurors are really getting it.
But look, I mean, Jonna, the plaintiff said that she put her finger in my face and, quote, body shamed me. Let's play slot 8.
After she heard me say her name, she turned back around, and the first thing out of her mouth was, excuse my language, was, why the are you telling people that you seen me? At this time, I tried to calm her down and assure her that I didn't tell anyone that I seen her, and she was extremely upset.
And what did she tell you after that?
Then, excuse my language again, but she said, yes, you did, and then she put her finger in my face. She used a lot of words, and again, excuse my language, but she was like, bitch, that's why I'm gonna beat your I'm gonna get you fired. That's why you do security. That's why you do security. She was sticking her tongue out. She was flailing her arms up and down. She was jumping up and down. Body shaming me. I mean, racial slurs, just a lot.
Well, Jonna, you know, here at MK True Crime, we don't endorse body shaming or racial slurs or pointing fingers in faces and all this. But look, is this, even if that's true, is this just simply a case of hurt feelings? And if so, how can you get money for hurt feelings?
First of all, the plaintiff just gave Cardi B the lyrics to her next multi-platinum record. Okay, that's what we have here. Number one. Number two. Here's what happened. This is supposition, but this person went to a lawyer and said, "Hey, Cardi B stuck her finger in my face. And that lawyer sat back probably in his cheap suit and said, hey, you know what? We'll file a complaint. We'll get a nice big check. We'll call it a day. Well, that didn't happen because when you have a plaintiff like Cardi B, and I love the analogy, Dave, the Gwyneth Paltrow case, same thing. I love it. Some celebrities are now standing up and saying, I'd rather pay my lawyer than write a check for 2 cents on a frivolous case to this particular plaintiff. And that had to have happened. I'm convinced that had to have happened here.
Well, look, I mean, I found this particular, a lot of the testimony was really, really entertaining, and we wouldn't be doing our job here at MK True Crime if we didn't bring a certain level of entertainment to our audience. Let's roll SOT 9, and let's watch some entertainment.
You said she's bigger than you, is that correct?
Absolutely.
How do you know that?
I mean, look.
I'm looking, I don't agree with that. What is your basis? Are you saying she's physically bigger, she's taller?
I mean, you have her medical records, right?
I don't have anything. I want to ask you the question.
I mean, I was 130 pounds at that time.
So she's overweight, right? In your opinion.
Objection, relevant.
She's a little.
You don't need to answer me.
Okay. Did you call her fat?
No, I was calling her a bitch.
Look, Dave, you know, you're the judge in this case. How do you just avoid? How do you keep a straight face in front of a jury if you're the judge in this case?
Oh, it's hard to. I mean, you know, that's the price of wearing the black robes, I guess. But usually, this kind of entertainment demands an admission ticket. It was really amazing, and if you want a referee in this battle, I guess the plaintiff, the way that shirt she's wearing, when I first saw that, I thought she was officiating the trial. You can show that on the screen. And I don't mean to shame anyone here, but this was a weak case. It should not have been brought. And you see by the quick dismissal by the jury, the result. I actually think that Cardi B plays into what is now being prized by most Americans, and that's authenticity. I think when you see it in politics, you see it in life. People want someone who's real, authentic. And Cardi B, say what you want about her, she is real, she is authentic, and she connected with the jury.
Well, before we move on to our next topic in the next segment, I feel like I'm obligated to play a little bit more sound and video. Can we roll SOT 12, which is a discussion about Cardi B's hair?
Yesterday you had black hair, short hair. Today it's blonde and long. Which one is your real hair? Or are they both real?
They're wigs.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know that. It's a good week today then.
John, I can see you laughing. What you got?
First of all, what a dumb question. Who asked that? Was that the plaintiff's attorney or was that Cardi B's own attorney?
That was the plaintiff's lawyer, I believe. Yeah.
You know, why was your hair a different color yesterday? Like, come on. You don't know why. That was a stupid question, but I love her absolute coyness. She's just like, she wanted to punctuate the end of it's a wig with, you dumbass. That's what she wanted to say, and she didn't, unfortunately.
Well, Dave, we may have another lawsuit coming because, well, let's take a look and listen at SOT 14, and we got some markers flying.
Hey, Cardi, you're beautiful.
Thank you.
Cardi, insiders are claiming that Offset is publicly bragging about getting you pregnant for the 4th time. Do you foresee any paternity issues with Stephon Diggs?
Stop disrespecting me. Don't disrespect me.
I got another marker, Cardi.
Cardi, your court look is amazing.
You're amazing, Cardi. I still love you, even though you just threw some stuff at
I
me.
don't care. You're disrespectful. Don't do that.
They still love her, even though she threw something, Dave.
God.
People antagonize celebrities, and yes, she should not have done that. Under the law, that's technically a battery, but no prosecutor in the world is going to pursue that. No jury in the world will convict her of that, so nothing will be filed. But, people should just grow up and stop antagonizing someone who is volatile. At the same time, Cardi B should know that, when you're a target, you shouldn't be throwing things at people. Just chill out a little bit. So maybe we can all just grow up a little bit, but in the end, nothing's going to result from that.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks. The plaintiff got nothing. Goose eggs and a complete trial victory for Cardi B. Maybe there'll be another trial after that marker throwing, but we'll see. I kind of doubt it.